Sumitra Mahajan is the Speaker of the 16th Lok Sabha. In 2014, she got elected to the Lok Sabha for the 8th time and is currently the longest serving woman member. She has represented the Indore constituency of Madhya Pradesh since 1989. She served for a time as a union minister. She was minister from 2002 to 2004, holding the portfolios for human resources, communications and petroleum. She is the eldest and senior most among women members of parliament in the 16th Lok Sabha. She is the second woman to be elected as the Speaker of Lok Sabha. She received her MA and LLB from Indore University. An active parliamentarian, she not only headed important committees but also been a keen debater and a wit questioner in the House. She is popularly known as Tai among people of her constituency. We are honoured to welcome Srimati Sumitra Mahajan for National Women's Parliament, Amravati, Andhra Pradesh.
तो जोरदार तालियों के साथ अभिनंदन और स्वागत सुमित्रा ताई जी।
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Nara Chandrababu Naidu ji, Honorable Speaker Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly, Dr. Kodila Shiv Prasad Rao, Honorable Chairman Sri Chakrapani ji, and our ministers, lady ministers in Andhra Pradesh, Srimati K. Mrudalini, P. Sujata, P. Sunita, our Honorable Sonal Mansingh ji, Meenakshi Lekhi ji, K. Geeta MP, all other MPs, and Rahul Karad ji, and all other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, and my children here. It gives me really immense pleasure to be with you all today at this valedictory ceremony of the National Women's Parliament. I would like to thank Honorable Chief Minister Sri Chandrababu Naidu ji and Dr. Kodila Shiv Prasad Rao, Honorable Speaker of Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly, for inviting me for this August gathering. It is indeed a joy to be this beautiful capital city of Amravati. Yes, Amravati, which is also Indra's capital, they say heaven in heaven. So I am quite sure this new technical heaven will be there in future in Amravati, definitely. And really, but you have called it people's capital. That is something, definitely. The people and the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh deserve rich accolades for developing it as the most modern state-of-the-art city. I said people of the Andhra Pradesh, or rather I should say people of Vijayawada, because they have also given their land something different, that people coming out and offering their dear land for this development. So this land pooling system, something definitely different in all the country. That is the thing you have done. Also, I offer my sincere appreciation to Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly for their laudable initiative in organizing this important event on the theme Empowering Women for Nation Building. Friends, in recent months, the Parliament of India has been making consistent efforts to mainstream the role of women legislators in policy formation and program implementation, particularly in the development sphere. As you may recall, last year in August, our Parliament hosted the first meeting of BRICS Women Parliamentarians Forum in Jaipur. The forum was initiated by us to bring women parliamentarians of BRICS under one roof to discuss ways and means of realizing the targets of Sustainable Development Goals. As you know, all the countries world over, they have come together for Millennium Development Goals, how development should be there. And now we are having Sustainable Development Goals. And so we must think, because all these Sustainable Development Goals, most of the goals you will see for girls, for children, it is for health, for education, all these things are related to us only. Prior to this meeting, as a first step in this direction, we had also organized a 2-day National Women Legislators Conference in March 2016 on the theme Women Legislators Building a Resurgent India. The conference, as you know, was attended by over 350 delegates comprising state legislators member parliaments, our women chief ministers, women speakers, and union ministers, all of them. In that conference also, so many important issues and challenges concerning women with a special thrust on how women legislators could proactively and productively contribute towards nation building. We have a 2-day discussion there. But here we can say we had that conference, you can say that was 2G, 3G something. And here your CM Chandrababu Naidu ji, our Kodela Prasad Rao, and with help of Rahul Karar, you have gone ahead, including these students, and you have gone to 4G, 5G something, like you are a technoman. That's why ahead of this you are working, and that is a good thing, and now you are thinking of doing it every year. Yes, all of us can sit together. We can talk other speakers, state speakers also, state chief ministers, and under IPG, our Indian parliamentary group, we can think something about it, and that will be also, yes, under your chairmanship, we can think it better. I am quite sure we will think about it. Today, I am immensely pleased that a similar initiative has been taken in Andhra Pradesh. In fact, I consider the present convention as a continuation of our endeavor to empower women and to help them in contributing towards the nation building. With this objective in mind, I am happy to learn that during the last 2 days, you have deliberated on a number of important themes and contemporary challenges concerning women, including on women's status and decision-making power. This decision-making power is something that is necessary, and you have discussed all this vision for the future and women as change makers in global scenario. That is also very important topic. Rahul, all of you have discussed. That is a very nice thing. एक बात और कहना चाहूंगी, आज इस महिला सम्मेलन में आप सबको देखकर मेरे मन में एक आशा और उम्मीद जग गई है। यहाँ एकत्रित जो नारी शक्ति है, मैं उसका अभिनंदन करती हूँ। एक बात समझ लेना, आप उस ईश्वरीय तत्व की प्रखर लौ है। I'm not saying this only for saying. Bhagwan Sri Krishna in Gita, he said that when he said, wherever I am, he was depicting Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashrita. And at the same time he said, where I am Kirti Srivaksha Narinam Smrutir Medha Dhruti Kshama. All these qualities, women have all these qualities, and wherever women having these qualities, I am there in that. So we will have to keep in the mind कि हम स्वभाव से कल्याणी हैं. यहाँ भी आपने मोटो रखा है कल्याणी. Women is a कल्याणी. That is something. और आंध्र के लिए this is nothing new I am telling. आंध्र की धरती ओजस्वी तेजस्वी नारियों का शक्ति केंद्र है. पलुगुडु वरलक्ष्मा, अन्नपूर्णा देवी. पॉलिटिक्स में देखो तो सरोजिनी नायडू, ये सब स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों से लेकर आज की तारीख में पीवी सिंधु है, सानिया मिर्जा है, साइना नेहवाल है, कोनेरू हम्पी है. ये सभी इस धरती की प्रतिभाशाली महिलाएं हैं और इन्होंने अगर नाम रोशन किया है पूरे हिंदुस्तान का, तो आई एम क्वाइट श्योर दिस इज in Andhra or in this particular area, there is something, I can say, sakaratmak urja that is there. Is. Because one thing today, I went to that mandir, Durga Mandir, and in that Durga Mandir they told me that first Shiva was there, residing there, Shiva Tattva was there, and when Durga came here, she overpowered Shiva. And now Durga Mandir is more important. I said no. Durga never overpowered anything. Mother or Stree or a woman, she never tries to overpower. But wherever she goes, because of that motherly thing in her, because the power she has, Shiva Shakti, when it comes together, then we feel that Shiva Shakti means Shakti is something. And that power is there. Women has Sarva Samaveshak. That is the thing. And that women must keep it on our mind. मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं. पहले हम कहते थे डॉक्टर बनो, इंजीनियर बनो, टीचर. A lady can be a doctor, a engineer, teacher, call center executive. Then धीरे धीरे हो गया बैंकिंग, सरकारी क्षेत्र में काम करो. But now you will find defense, paramilitary sector, commercial driving. Yes, cab driver, ladies are cab driver now. Truck driver, taxi driver, rickshaw driver. So commercial driving, petrol pump worker, security guards, fighter pilot, not only pilot, fighter pilot. यानी इन सब एरिया में they can work, they are working. We must keep it in mind. This is not only a political thing. That's why I am saying today technology has made the world a global village. In this fast moving and rapidly developing world where interdependence amongst nations and societies has become more relevant, women with their inherent qualities of love, compassion, devotion, understanding, tolerance and patience. Whatever you said, I am sitting in chair, sometimes people say, how you can? With all these qualities, you can control Lok Sabha also. That is the thing. So, they have all these qualities. So, if there is any crucial and proactive role to play, women can play that role. She has that qualities. Only awareness is less. We must know that we have that. If once woman knows it, that yes, I have these qualities, and then if she develops it, then you will find some different women you will find. And that's why, but women have some other qualities also. I would like to say, with all these qualities, women have to be, we don't want equality. I never say, when women get empowered, she will be like men, she will work like men. No, nothing like that. All of us has together, we have to go ahead. But still one more quality is there, which we have to think, that women have to be in the driving seat to navigate the ship of life for family, society and nation. I always talk to women, you please see that picture where Lord Krishna is sitting on a rath as a sarathi, as a driver you can say, as a coachman. He is sitting there, Arjuna is there, he will fight. And Lord Krishna drives the rath, take the rath in a good direction, a perfect direction he has to take. He has to show the direction. So a woman can be like this. She can be a good driver. You have that qualities. You need not go for fighting. But in our family, women can show how to work, how to go, how to fight. Fight with so many things. So you have that qualities and we must think about this also. मेरा अनुभव है, and आजकल बहुत सारे सर्वे होते हैं. There are so many surveys. There are national sample survey and all these things. ये सर्वे में एक बात सामने आई है कि जहां जहां in corporation, maybe in जिला पंचायत, maybe in panchayat, wherever a lady is working, महिला सरपंच, महिला अध्यक्ष, she is there, वहां पे आप पाओगे कि उसने काम क्या किया है. तो अधिक से अधिक प्रतिनिधियों ने शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, सड़क, स्वच्छता और पेयजल के लिए अच्छी योजनाएं बनाई है. बिकॉज दैट इज द वुमेन हैज दैट लुकआउट. शी ऑलवेज डज ऑल दीज थिंग्स फॉर ए फैमिली, एंड दैट्स व्हाई व्हेन शी गेट्स सम पावर, then she starts working in this way for the development. We have in our parliament, we have started that women should get, or all parliament members, when they are lawmakers, they must be having all information, how they will get it. We have started Speakers Research Initiative. It can be started in here also, in legislatives also. और इस स्पीकर्स रिसर्च इनिशिएटिव में अनेक प्रश्न जो सामने आते हैं, लॉज आते हैं, इन सब पर वी गिव इंफॉर्मेशन टू देम. एंड आई एम हैप्पी टू से दैट मोस्ट women parliamentarians, they take part in this speakers research initiative. That is the thing. They have inner power. They have that we must know all these things. So I believe that if more and more women participate in policy making and legislature, executive and judiciary, the direction and quality of governance will improve a lot. तो मेरा आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि अपने अपने क्षेत्र में, ऐसा नहीं है कि we want to fight election and go, and then we'll show that yes, women number is more. नंबर से काम नहीं चलता. क्वालिटी इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. एंड फॉर दैट ऑल्सो वी मस्ट थिंक. वी आर लॉ मेकर्स. रिमेंबर, कानून केवल एक कागज का टुकड़ा नहीं है, बल्कि इसे श्रद्धापूर्वक अंतःकरण से पालन किया जाना चाहिए. नारी में संवेदनशीलता होती है, उनमें पारिवारिक, सामाजिक एवं वास्तविक समस्याओं की समझ होती है और उनके समाधान के बारे में सूझबूझ और दृष्टि होती है. शी हैज ऑल दिस पावर्स. और इसलिए वो जो उसका सेवा का स्वभाव है, वो हमेशा समाज की बात करती है. She has that power, she has that lookout, has that direction. And with that emotion and direction and power, if laws are made, then implementation will be also like that. That is more important. So, एक सकारात्मक तरीके से सोचना. Always we talk of climate change. ये क्लाइमेट चेंज में भी आप देखोगे कि यहाँ भी स्त्री अधिक संवेदनशील, प्रगतिशील होती है. Life, she does all these things, but she always try to make her way. So like that, we have also think about all these things. So distinguished delegates and friends, I would like to urge you to contribute in whatever different ways you could towards mitigating the problems faced by women, in helping to empower them to contribute to the country's development. To help to empower women is contribution to the development of a nation. We must think about all these things, exchange our views, experience to each other, and it will help you to bring about positive outcomes for women in the society. So, one thing we will be, now we are talking about, he said about 33% reservation. Yes, 33% reservation, all of us are for reservation. But Chandra Babuji, in my mind there is one thing. When we ask for reservation or women ask for reservation, it is not something that somebody is giving her something. It should not be like that. Nobody is giving anybody. Or some men are giving it to women. It is not like that. It is for the nation. It is important that women should come ahead. Yes, they are half in population, but I always say they are half in population, but for making nation, they are a full round. They control the whole family. They protect the whole family. They give birth to whole family. So they are full. But it is nothing that you have to give her. No. And that's why for reservation also, we are for reservation. But it should be like nobody that in parliament, somebody is tearing the papers, bills, somebody shouting slogans, somebody saying something, no, 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 somebody saying yes, 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 no. We don't want something like that. So yes, definitely all of us must try. And respectfully the reservation should be given. That it is a need of the year. It is a need of the time. So thinking that we must give the reservation. And that's why today only I can say, yes, you are going for women empowerment. We are going for women, not you or something. All of us, we are going for women empowerment. We must think every year. Why we all of us are thinking that every year something should be there? Yes, every day, because now you know my mother, your mother used to say, every day in the evening, Bhagwan ke samne haath jodo, have a deepak jalao and say something. So if every day you say something good, it will have its own sanskar. And that's why, yes, every year we must think about women empowerment, no doubt of it. We will think about it, how we can say it, so that we will empower. But it is, we must go for empower the nation. Women empowerment means empowered women building the nation. Empowered women, resurgent, making resurgent India. That should be the motto. And for that, definitely, we must go for empowerment of women. All of us are for that. For good of the nation, we are together. With these words, I once again thank you all for inviting me here. And really, it is a very good that all students, younger ones, they have come here. They will start thinking, yes, Why for I am getting this education? Why for I have to go ahead? It is for the nation. And that national feeling, if it is there, India can be a Jagat Guru. That is the ultimate dream, and it can be possible only by coming all of us together, men and women. Together we can make something. That is the whole theme. Thank you very much.